We're doing the intro.
It's the intro to this video. I'm Ryan.
I'm Alex.
And we are doing Belongs in the Trash today. It's the first video from my old channel that's purely for Bubba Inc. So that's pretty neat.
Yep, this is the first series that's making the jump. It's the most fun. It's the one that we kind of already were all doing together anyway. So yeah. Why the fuck not?
Yeah,
and it's a double header.
A little double shot of Megadeth.
And chances are, if you know Megadeth's discography, you know the two that's going to be.
Yep.
But yeah, it's Risk and it's Super Collider.
Yep. It should be fun listening to this garbage.
I look forward to it for like the next 2 hours. It's going to be good.
It's gonna be good.
It's not gonna be bad.
So yeah, this part is riffs. So let's start things off.
Oh boy!
Yay!
Yay.
Insomnia, Omni, 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 Omni. I can't sleep. Okay,
what the fuck did I sign up for?
Yeah, that was an intro to an album. That is this album.
Yeah. So I didn't know the full story on this album until you told me it while we were trying to get through this song.
Yeah, pretty much. If you don't know, the whole reason this album exists is because of Lars Ulrich from Metallica. Because shortly after the Black Album, he called out Dave Mustaine. He was like, yeah, but Megadeth isn't really relevant because they don't take risks. So Dave Mustaine was like, let's take a risk. But unlike the Black Album, everyone shit on this one.
Why does Lars have to keep on being a twat?
But yeah, pretty much, like, the song is a really fucking simple riff. Which,
yeah.
It's not a bad riff, but for Megadeth, you want something a lot more complex.
I can already tell this is a very far cry from Rust in Peace.
Yeah. Like, the guitar solo was very simplistic. I'm pretty sure I could play it.
Yeah. Pretty sure I could play it. I don't know how to play a guitar that is not made of plastic.
Yeah, so this song isn't that great.
This is gonna be a long
Not
album.
to mention the chorus, which
Insomnia, Omni, 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 Omni.
Devil's servant, I try to crucify. Threads of darkness.
So, Prince of Darkness.
It was long.
It was excessively long that it actually had to be. And this is coming from someone who likes progressive rock and progressive metal and like 20-minute plus songs. But I actually found it just dragging.
Yeah,
it is
every part of it dragged. Like I found the opening dragged, where it was like mostly just talking voiceover.
Yeah.
The middle of it dragged, and then it switched tempo about like I don't know what was that like fucking 5 or 6 minutes.
I know.
And then it switched again, and then the ending was too long. Just every part of it was long. It sounded all right, but it was still kind of boring.
I'd say it's better than Insomnia, but
I mean, the bar was set really low.
Well, there's that, yeah.
It's like if somebody jumps like 3 centimeters and then the next person jumps 5 centimeters, they still have a shitty jump, but they did better than the last guy.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe the next song would be just like Holy Wars.
Stop getting my hopes up.
Oh no!
We get up, you go down.
lost for words.
That was a thing.
I don't even know what to say. Okay, so first of all, if we go back to the last song, who the fuck puts an intro in the middle of an album? I know it's only the third one, but anything not the first track. So
yeah.
So that's problem number one. Problem number two is this exists. This album.
It's really
problem number three is this song.
It's really bad. It starts off with like a techno beat.
Yeah, because I love thrash metal techno.
Yeah, it's like this really generic, forced like sports anthem.
Sports.
But actually, Mustaine wrote this to be the anthem for the Phoenix Coyotes.
I mean, the Phoenix Coyotes are kind of cool. They were / maybe still are owned by Wayne Gretzky. Previously,
I think he might still be an owner, but he's not the coach anymore. But still, Dave Mustaine's like their only fan, so there's that.
Not even Wayne Gretzky's the fan, just Dave.
just
Dave.
Thanks, Dave. But yeah, it's incredibly forced to be a sports anthem. It's not good.
No.
The Crush 'em chant is just awful.
It's terrible.
Like, even during the second half of the song, which is light years better than the first half, but still bad.
I couldn't save it.
No, it couldn't. That first half is cringeworthy.
I mean, the only reason we didn't turn it off before that opening was done is because we're trying to review this shit. We're Canadian.
We do it for you.
We respect. But no, we're Canadian, and we can't listen to this shit. Like, hockey. Like,
yeah. It was bad.
This is why Americans shouldn't write about hockey.
This is why we should build a wall.
We should make Dave pay for it.
Yeah, that was generic as fuck.
That was a single.
That was a single.
There's nothing else I can really say about it. It's clearly written to be a single. It sounds like a signal. It's a signal to stop. It's a single for the radio, and it's really bad.
Yeah, it's very generic. It's very forgettable. It's
so boring. It doesn't sound like.
Kind of zoned out during half of it anyway.
I mean, same. Like, who would think that that's a good song except for somebody who just really hates thrash metal?
Dave Mustaine.
Dave hates metal. But no, like, if this no Megadeth fan would like this. Maybe people who like rock music.
Yeah.
Or like people who listen to the radio.
You can really tell that they're just trying to get the success that Metallica did.
Yeah. But they
didn't.
But they did not. They are not Metallica. And it's also, like, it's not just because they're not Metallica so it didn't work. It's just not as good. This feels like a heartless attempt, whereas at least with Metallica's light shit, they actually seem like they're still trying to make something coherent. I mean,
yeah.
I still think it's not exciting.
I absolutely agree.
They just kind of feel like they're doing it to do it because they're just like, oh, well, this is what makes money in the 90s. Let's do it because I like money and money is good. Let's do it. And this
is
what's
kind of not good?
What?
This.
No, this is the kind of shit that you get when you try to keep up in the 90s. I mean, the 90s is kind of like a black hole for a lot of bands from the 70s and 80s, but
yeah,
this one
next.
Yeah, please, no. Okay.
The The doctor is calling. You have cancer.
Yay, now I don't have to listen to the rest of the album.
This song's incredibly boring.
This whole album is so boring. Like, I'm just zoning out during half of the song. It's really hard to pay attention to it. Just all of the riffs are boring and generic and bland and
All
nothing.
the choruses are
happens.
boring. All the songs are boring.
There's nothing that spices it up at all. I mean, there's not even any hockey chants in this song. Like, come on! No hockey chants, dude.
No hockey chance out of 10.
No wow me omni.
Omnis.
I would take anything at this point. I miss Insomnia at this point, dude.
Yeah.
It's just boring.
Boring.
Crap.
Here's hoping for a better second half.
No, stop.
Oh, Dave, stop.
I realize that I've already heard the song before, and I don't necessarily hate it.
I'm not a huge fan of it.
That's fair.
It's, again, incredibly boring.
It is kind of boring. It's obviously not what I want to listen to when I want to listen to Megadeth, but I would listen to it over other songs that exist. I would listen to it over other songs in this album. If you had to put a gun to my head and tell me to listen to a track from Risk, it would probably be this one.
I'd probably pick Enter the Arena because it's 53 seconds. The suffering's short.
Yeah, that's pretty true, actually. Are you sure there's not a shorter one? Can we find a shorter track?
No, 53 seconds seems to be it.
Shit. I mean, I would rather just break whatever musical device I was being forced to listen to that
Yeah,
had Risk on it.
Like, it's... The song isn't the worst on the album. It's still just pretty bad, in my
It's still
opinion.
on this album, which means it's
on the current album.
Would it fall like all the rest? And in these days, I'm ill.
Well, that's probably not the worst song on the album. In fact, it's probably my favorite up to this point.
fair enough. Yeah, I thought it was also solid.
Yeah, I'm sure it has a pretty catchy chorus, but other than that, not a whole lot else.
Yeah, and there's that opening guitar.
Yeah, the opening guitar riff is almost identical to The Chain by Fleetwood Mac, and I just couldn't focus on the song after that. It was just...
Yeah, like, I didn't know this, so, like, when I heard the intro, I was like, hey, this is a good intro, and when you heard it, you were just like, oh, this is Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah. But, like, other than that, it's not a terrible song. I mean, it's not a great Megadeth song,
No.
but just as
It's a
an
great
average
Risk song.
Compared to the rest, yes.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'd say this is probably my favorite up to this point.
So the second half of the album's hot. Look at it, look at it go. It's just
It's
ramping up.
pretty lit.
It's getting fucking
Risk is lit,
lit.
fam. Alright, let's.
I don't know anymore. The second half of this album is just a rock.
Yeah.
It's a rock. It's a Dwayne the Rock. And I can't say anything more about it.
This song is eh. The one thing I have been noticing is the second half of this album is a lot less experimental than the first half, so it's slightly better.
Yeah, but it just leaves a rock album.
Yeah.
See, it's not like it's a bit better than the first half, but it's not. It's still not actually good.
Yeah.
But now it's missing the shit that's obviously good to make fun of. So now it's just boring and there's no funny bad things about.
Yeah, they went from just this experimental bullshit to trying ripping off Alice in Chains, but not well.
No.
So
even Alice in Chains is heavier than this. Like Christ.
Yeah.
Like at least that's hard rock. That's hard Dwayne.
Yeah, Dwayne is hard with them.
Yeah, this is just like regular
soft Dwayne.
This is soft Dwayne.
Alright, well, three left.
3 more Dwaynes.
Let's do this.
Let's rock.
Let's do this shit for Madden.
Do it for Dwayne.
Well, that was 7. Track 10. It was song.
It was song. It's better than the Snooki song.
We just found out that Snooki did a song.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Exactly.
Next.
All the time I'm running late, I'm winding down, I'm growing tired, seconds drift into
Time. The beginning.
It's time.
It's time to stop.
You know, I didn't even realize we were recording last time.
Yeah.
I'm so zoned out of this. Thank God the next song is Time the End.
It's time to end.
It's time for the end. I mean, I was ready for the end, like, after the opening riff of Insomnia.
Almost done.
Finally over.
We did it, everybody.
We
Finished the album. Time the End is definitely better than Time the Beginning, but still kind of meh.
I think it was the best song in this album because it was the most accurate. It was the end. Except there's bonus songs, but we're not listening to those because we don't want to kill ourselves.
I've listened to them all before. Listen to their version of the Duke Nukem theme because it's pretty fucking awesome.
Wait, their
Forget
version of
everything
the Duke Nukem theme's on this album?
It's a bonus track from this album.
That's the best song on this album.
Yes, it is.
What the fuck? Why wouldn't they put that on the main album? God.
But yeah, so Risk.
But yeah.
The real question now comes. Does it deserve a listen or does it belong in the trash?
It belongs in the fucking trash.
Beep, beep. Do you hear that? That's the fucking garbage truck coming to pick up this album.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I absolutely agree. It belongs in the trash. It's not a good album.
No.
The songs that I would say is the best off this album is probably Wanderlust, but it's not even good.
No, that or the one before it.
There's some absolute garbage on this album, like Crush 'em. Crush 'em. Fucking Crush 'em.
Insomnia. Somnium.
Yeah, so I'd say this album is really,
yeah,
really bad.
Like, I haven't listened to as much Megadeth as you have. Like, pretty much I've only really listened to Rust in Peace and the newest one, Dystopia, ironically. So two very far apart albums, and I've listened to obviously some scattered stuff in between.
I've listened to everything. I've listened to every album, and this is by far the worst.
Oh yeah, no, like if this was my introduction to Megadeth, then I would have never listened to them again. Thankfully, it was not, and I do enjoy Megadeth. And yeah, I don't like this album though.
Yeah, I would give it 2 Omnis out of 10 Lars Ulrichs.
I'm gonna give it a Jean-Claude Van Damme out of 10.
Well, thus ends part 1 of our
Megadeth journey. I can't wait for the next one. I can't wait for Super Collider.
It's gonna be good.
No.